Love you. Bye.
When you came into the gates of Greenfield Village today, you came into over 300 years of American history. That was the dream of Henry Ford. He wanted a place where people could see those who lived long ago made with their hands and used with their hands, in hopes that maybe you would be inspired, maybe coming up with another idea. I hope that happens to you today. The Greenfield Village is divided into 7 Wheeland districts. The very first one is the Henry Ford Model T. Look over to your left. You see a white farmhouse. That's the birthplace of Henry Ford. He was born up on the 2nd floor of that white farmhouse from Dearborn Township on July 30th, 1863. The oldest of 6 children. Going inside, learn more about his early life and take a walk over to the Ford Motor Company and learn how he came up with the vision of a motor car that would change the world of transportation, the 1908 Model T. Then walk short distance over to the Model T loading dock. Take a ride on one of our cars today. Our next district takes us into our Main Street district, and here we have the home of the Wright brothers and the Wright Brothers Cycle Shop, which we refer to it as the birthplace of aviation. It was there on December 17th, 1903 in Kitty Hawk when they took that first flight. Go over there, visit, and learn more about that. And then stop over at Mrs. Cohen's millinery shop where you could see our staff making hats and other accessories just like she did in 1880. And they are for purchase. We also have the Herschel Stillman carousel built in 1913. Do take a ride on the 109-year-old carousel with a menagerie of animals to choose. Now we come into Edison at Works district. Look over to your far left, you'll see a brick building. That's the machine shop. And in front of us, the 2-story building that's upstairs where Edison came up with the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, improving on the telephone and telegraph. He received over 420 patents at this Menlo Park laboratory. And young single men that worked for him, they would rent a room over at the Sarah Jordan boarding house. That's that yellow mustard house that you see there. It made its own history on December 1879 because it was the very first home fitted for electricity. Go inside and see the wires as they draped down the walls. And when he wintered in Florida, Edison continued working in Fort Myers laboratory from 1880s until 1931. And now we come into our portraits and parlors district. Here we have the home of some famous people, like Robert Frost, the poet. Noah Webster's home here, and he's the person who came up with the American Dictionary of the English language back in 1828. He's also responsible for that blue-back speller that taught millions of children to read over time. And we also have the Cotswold Cottage in the far back. That happens to come from Chesworth, England, built in 1619. It was a gift Henry Ford gave his wife Clara. We are now pulling into the Susquehanna station. So please remain seated. The engineer will set a brake and give us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. We'll wait below to mic our station master as we pull in. Should you be getting off, you're going to exit to your left side, and we're only going to be here for a few minutes before we move out. Wait for the whistle. It's safe to come off the train. 67. Just been period clothing from that time and using equipment as well. They always competed to see who was the better of the teams. Our last baseball games will be played Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. First pitch is always at 1:30 p.m. Some of the rules of the 1867 are no sliding, no bunting, no cursing, no spitting, and no gloves. All the people on the outfield do not use a mitt. They have not yet been invented. Imagine catching a fly ball with your bare hands. Ooh. In front of us is the Henry Ford Academy High School, built in 1997, a charter school. They will be resuming classes again on Tuesday for another school year. 9th graders are over at the museum, and 10th to 12th graders will have classes here. Henry Ford always believed that learning to do is by doing. These students can take what they studied in the classroom and go into the Villager Museum and see firsthand what they studied. These vintage Pullman cars were designed into classrooms for the privileged senior class. To be a student here, one must live in Wayne County, Michigan. After submitting an application, it's the luck of the draw in which you're able to attend high school here 4 years, and it's all tuition free. Over to your left and up the hill, we have a chapel that Henry Ford built. Sit down, young man, in the front car. You must sit down. Thank you. For his mother-in-law, Martha Bryant, and his mother, Mary Ford. Since 1935, many wedding ceremonies have been performed here. And next to that, we have the Scott Settlement Schoolhouse that was built in 1861, where young Henry Ford attended in his early years. We have the Taste of History restaurant, a place for you to dine this afternoon. They'll be open until 3 o'clock serving hot meals, and then after that, just beverages and snacks until 5. Food is locally sourced, brought in fresh daily, and the recipes come from some of our historic farmhouses here at the village. And the prices are very reasonable. Next to that is the Eagle Tavern restaurant. When you walk into the doors, you step back into 1830. Waitstaff, dressed in period clothing, are going to hand you a menu with foods that were popular back then. They will also be serving meals only until 3 o'clock today. We are now coming into the Smiths Creek Station. If you are getting off here, I highly recommend you take that short walk over to the Herschel Stillman Carousel. It has a menagerie of animals to ride on, and it's 109 years old this year. Something that is quite remarkable. We are pulling into the station. Please remain seated. The engineer is going to set a brake and give us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. Should you be getting off, you're going to exit to your left side. Wave hello to Jim, our conductor. He's going to take over, and also to Gordon, our station master. Once again, wait till you hear that whistle before you stand up.
Are we getting off here?
Is this the last stop before it goes back to the front?
We can go 2 stops. You gotta go all the way back to the front.
This is the last stop. This one's back up at the front?
It goes up the road.
place the memory or memorize immediately in 1863. Mr. Ford would become one of the great successful